எல்லாரும் சாப்பிட்டு படிக்கலாமே.
அப்பா அவ கம்ப்யூட்டர் இன்ஜினியரிங் பண்ணணுமா, ஆனா C++க்கு அவ இவ்வளோ தடுமாறுறா.
அதனால என்ன, ரொம்ப சிம்பிள்.
ஆனா எப்படிப்பா?
நம்ம சிஎஸ்சில கம்ப்யூட்டர் கோர்ஸ் பண்ணனா C++ மட்டும் இல்ல, ஜாவா, அனிமேஷன், கேடுன்னு பல விஷயங்களை கத்துக்கலாம். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஃபாரினுக்கு போய் வேலையும் பார்க்கலாம்.
Welcome back to Tiger Max channel. Today we are going to discuss about Jacobians. Okay, so very most important one topic. Jacobians are more commonly used in multiple integrals, double integral and triple integral. We used it when we are integrating the change of variables. For example, in double integral dx dy, we are suppose some kind of double integral functions may be difficult to integrate it. So, if we convert it into some other variable dr d theta, it is a polar coordinate, isn't it? It's xy or Cartesian coordinates. So if it is difficult to integrate in Cartesian coordinates, sometimes it may be very easiest one in integrating with respect to the polar coordinates r and theta. So dx dy not equal to dr d theta. So some substitution we needed here to make this balance, right? So this is not equal. So we need to equate both of the two. We need some substitutions or some quantities needed. That quantity is called Jacobians, right? So today we are going to find out how to find the Jacobian of a given functions. Okay, right? Why we call it as a Jacobian? A German mathematician Jacobi introduced this one. Okay, introduced this concept. That's why we call it as in the name of Jacobian. Okay, right? So what is Jacobian? Jacobian is determinant value of the partial derivatives. That's all, right? For example, if x is a function of u and v and y is a function of y is another function of u and v, then we can find out the value of x comma y with respect to u comma v. That is called, we call it as Jacobian, right? What is this value of partial derivative of x comma y with respect to partial derivative of u comma v? Here x is a function of u comma v. So we can take partial derivative of x with respect to u and with respect to v. So first I am going to take partial derivative of x with respect to u and v. I write it here, dou x by dou u and then dou x by dou v. Same like that, y is a combination of u and v. So we can take partial derivative of y with respect to u and with respect to v. So we can write it as dou y by dou u and dou y by dou v, right? That's all. So this is the value of determinant value of these partial derivatives is called nothing but Jacobian, right? So here x and y is linked with two variables. We can extend that this concept into three variables or n variables. Suppose x is a function of u, v and w, right? Similarly, y is a function of u, v and w, and z is also a function of another function of u, v comma w. Then how to find Jacobian of x comma y comma z with respect to the right hand side variable, number of variables 3, with respect to u comma v comma w. We call it as Jacobian, right? How to find that value? A determinant value of partial derivative of x with respect to u, with respect to v and with respect to w. Write it in the first row. So right, so dou x by dou u, dou x by dou v, dou x by dou w. Same like that, y with respect to u, v, w. So dou y by dou u, dou y by dou v, dou y by dou w. Same like that, z with respect to the three variables, dou z by dou u, dou z by dou v, dou z by dou W, that's all. Right? After find out all 9 partial derivatives and substitute in this determinant, simplified it, you can get the Jacobian value. Right? Same like that. After find out all these 4 values from x and y, 4 partial derivatives from x and y, and substitute it here, simplify this determinant, you can get the value of the Jacobian. Right? Okay. Similarly, we can extend the concept. Okay, for several variables. For example, n variables. Almost we are using 2 or 3 variables alone here. Okay, so it is enough to for these 2 concepts is enough. Right? Same like that. What is Jacobian of? Same like that. One more concept. Dou of x comma y by dou of u comma v. Isn't it here? Right? Similarly, we can find out dou of u comma v by dou of x comma y. Both will cancel to each other. The result will be 1. If we call this as Jacobian, then this is as the inverse of Jacobian j dash is equal to 1. Therefore, Jacobian and its inverse j dash is equal to 1. It's a more important concept also, right? Right? So directly we go for finding Jacobian of the given function in 2 variables. Similarly, Jacobian of a function in 3 variables. So let us directly go to the problems. Okay. If x is equal to r cos theta, comma y is equal to r sin theta, find first one dou of x comma y by dou of r comma theta. Second one dou of r comma theta by dou of x comma y. Right? Next solution. So what is given? X is given, isn't it? Okay. Right? What is the value of the first one? Dou x comma y by dou of r comma theta. That means the partial derivative of x comma y with respect to r comma theta. So right hand side, there are 2 variables in the right hand side. So r and theta. So we are going to differentiate x partially with respect to r and theta. So dou x by dou r. So r becomes 1 into cos theta, it is cos theta. And then dou x by dou theta is equal to what? Cos theta becomes minus sin theta, so minus r sin theta. Same like that, y is equal to r sin theta implies what is dou y by dou r is equal to r becomes 1 into sin theta, it is sin theta, isn't it? R becomes 1 into sin theta, sin theta. Same like that, dou y by dou theta is equal to sin theta becomes cos theta, so r into cos theta. Right? So what is the Jacobian? What is the value of dou? What we need to find out at first? Dou of x comma y by dou of r comma theta. So what is this value? X with respect to r and x with respect to theta, isn't it? So dou x by dou r, same like that, dou x by dou theta, and then y with respect to r and theta. So dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta. That's all. No need to memorize the formula, right? So what is the determinant value? So dou x by dou r is cos theta, and then dou x by dou theta is minus r sin theta. Okay. What is dou y by dou r? Sin theta. And what is dou y by dou theta? R cos theta. Okay. Right. So find out the determinant value taking cross multiplication with this one and this one, isn't it? So r cos square theta minus r sin square theta. Minus becomes plus r sin square theta. So we can take r as common. Cos square theta plus sin square theta. That is equal to what? R into 1. That is equal to r. So what is this value? Therefore, dou of x comma y with respect to dou of r comma theta is equal to r. Right? Already we know that. So first result is over. For second proof, we know that dou of x comma y with respect to dou of r comma theta into dou of r comma theta with respect to dou of x comma y is equal to what? 1, isn't it? So we know this value. What is this value? Already we obtained from 1 is r. So r into dou of r comma theta by dou of x comma y is equal to 1. Taking this r into right hand side, so dou of r comma theta by dou of x comma y is equal to 1 by r. That is the value of the second one, dou r comma theta by dou x comma y. That's all, right? Where we use this concept here. For example, consider this double integral x square plus y square into dx dy, right? So this is in Cartesian coordinate. Suppose you want to convert it into polar coordinates, we replace x by r cos theta and y by r sin theta. So x square plus y square becomes x square plus y square is equal to what? What is x square? R square cos square theta. Plus what is y square? R square sin square theta. Isn't it? So taking r square as common, cos square theta plus sin square theta, isn't it? So it becomes 1. So the value is r square. So this whole value becomes r square into what can we substitute for dx and dy? Dx and dy is replaced by dr and d theta. So some substitution of Jacobian we needed. That is what? Dou of x comma y. So we are changing xy into r theta. So we need the Jacobian of value of dou of x comma with respect to r comma theta. What is the value of dou of x comma y with respect to r comma theta? X comma with respect to r comma theta by 1 is r. So that is equal to integral value of r square into what is the Jacobian value? R into dr d theta. So now we can separate into 2, isn't it? R cube, integral r cube dr into integral d theta. So we can simply integrate it both of the two, isn't it? So r power 4 by 4 into d theta becomes theta, isn't it? So we can simply integrate it using Jacobian, right? That's all, right? So these are all just applications oriented problem, just I illustrate to you, right? Now in this session, just we are going to find out the value of Jacobian alone, right? So just for your understanding purpose, I give this example to you, right? So let us go to the next problem. If x is equal to u into 1 plus v and y is equal to b into 1 plus u. Find dou of x comma y with respect to dou of u comma b, right? So right. So now what is the value of dou x comma y with respect to dou of u comma v by Jacobian determinant of x with respect to u and x with respect to v, isn't it? So dou x by dou u into dou x by dou v. Same like that, dou y by dou u and dou y by dou v, right? So x and y are given in terms of u and v. So taking partial derivative of x with respect to u and v, you can get these two values. Similarly, y with respect to u and v, you can get these two, right? Substitute all these four values here and simplify it. You can find out the value of dou of x comma with respect to dou of u comma v, right? So from that, what is x? U into 1 plus v, isn't it? From that, what is dou x by dou u? It is in product, so u becomes 1 into 1 plus v, it is 1 plus v. And then dou x by dou v is equal to what? U is a constant, u into 1 becomes 0 plus v becomes 1. That is equal to what? U, right? Same like that, what is y? v into 1 plus u, isn't it? This implies what is dou y by dou v? V becomes 1, so 1 plus u. 1 plus u is a constant, it is in product, so we keep it as same, right? So dou y by dou u is equal to what? So v is a constant, we keep it the same, it is in product, 1 becomes 0 plus u becomes 1. That is the value of v, right? So substitute all these four values here, you can get the value of this one, right? So what is this value? Dou of x with respect, dou x by dou u, 1 plus v and then u. Here 1 plus u and then v, right? So taking determinant value, cross multiplication, v plus v square minus of u plus u square. Is it right? Anything I am mistaken? X is equal to u into 1 plus v, isn't it? Dou z by dou u. U becomes 1 plus v. Dou x by dou u. V becomes 1. Sorry, what I mistaken here? Sorry. I write it u at first, isn't it? So dou y by dou u. What is dou y by dou u? U becomes 1, isn't it? V into 1 plus 0 plus 1, that is equal to v. And then dou y by dou v is equal to v becomes 1 into 1 plus u, isn't it? So 1 plus u is the answer, isn't it? Sorry, I am mistaken, right? So what is the value of here? Dou x by dou u, it is 1 plus v, and this value is u, and here it is v, and this is 1 plus u, right? That's all. So taking the product between the two, so 1 plus u into 1 plus v minus uv, isn't it? So multiply this 1 plus v plus u plus uv minus uv. So cancel both of the two. So value is 1 plus u plus v. That is the value of dou x comma y by dou u comma v. That's all. Okay. Next problem. If x u is equal to y square by 2x and v is equal to x square plus y square by 2x. Find dou of u comma v with respect to dou of x comma y, right? So dou of u comma v with respect to dou of x comma y. What is this value? Dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou v by dou x into dou v by dou y, isn't it? So we need to differentiate u with respect to x and y partially. So what is u? Y square by 2x, isn't it? This implies dou u by dou x, isn't it? X is in the form of 1 by x, so minus 1 by x square. So minus y square by 2x square, and then dou u by dou y. Y square becomes 2y. 2y by 2x, that is equal to y by x, right? So what is v? What is v? X square plus y square by 2x. So dou v by dou x. Here x is in both numerator and denominator, isn't it? So we need to apply u by v rule, right? So 2x the whole square. So 2x denominator into derivative of the numerator is 2x. Derivative of the numerator x square is 2x plus y square becomes 0. Minus keep the numerator into derivative of the denominator is 2. That's all. Simplified it. 4x square minus x square minus 2x square minus 2 y square. Multiply that 2 with minus 2. Multiply this inside the bracket, you will get it. By 4x square. That is equal to what? So 3x square minus 2y square by 4x square. Sorry. What is this value? 4x square minus 2x square, 2x square. Sorry. Minus 2y square by 4x square, isn't it? Right? We can cancel by 2. We can divide it by 2, isn't it? X square minus y square by 2x square. This is the value of dou v by dou x. Same like that, dou v by dou y is equal to, right? So y is only in the numerator, so no need to apply u by v rule. So directly we can keep it as 2x as constant, right? So x square becomes 0 and y square becomes 2y. That is equal to 2y by 2x. That is equal to what? Y by x is the value of dou v by dou y. So apply it here. What is this value? Dou u by dou x minus y square by 2x square, and then here it is the value of y by x, and then x square minus y square by 2x square, and then here y by x. Multiply it, right? Isn't it? So minus y cube by 2x cube, and then multiply this with minus y by x into x square minus y square by 2x square minus y cube by 2x cube minus multiply this inside the bracket x square y by 2x cube minus into minus plus y cube by 2x cube, isn't it? We can cancel both of the two. The answer is minus x square y by 2x cube. We can cancel x square on both sides, both numerator and denominator. So minus y by 2x is the answer. Divide x square on both numerator and denominator. So minus y divided by 2x. That is the value of dou u by dou of u comma v with respect to dou of x comma y. That's all. So carefully, you must carefully taking partial derivatives. Okay, right? If u is equal to y square by x and v is equal to x square by y, find dou of u comma v with respect to dou of x comma y, same as usual. Okay, so what is dou of u comma v with respect to dou of x comma y? The same formula, u with respect to x and y. So dou u by dou x into dou u by dou y, same like that. V with respect to x and v with respect to y, right? So what is u? Y square by x. From that, we can find out dou u by dou x. So x is in the denominator, so minus 1 by x square is the derivative, right? So dou u by dou y is equal to 2y by x, isn't it? Same like that, what is v? X square by y, isn't it? So dou v by dou x is equal to 2x by y. Dou v by dou y is equal to 1 by y minus 1 by y square is the derivative value. So minus by x square. So substitute all these values here. So what is dou u by dou x? Minus y square by x square. Here 2y by x. Here 2x by y. And then minus x square by y square, isn't it? So taking product, so plus minus into minus plus y square by x square into x square by y square minus product between these two. So 2x by y into 2y by x. So we can cancel each and everything remaining 1 minus. Similarly, we can cancel this x with x, y with y. 2 2s are 4, 1 minus 4, that is equal to minus 3. So minus 3 is the value of dou of u comma v with respect to dou of x comma y. If u is equal to u square minus v square, sorry, x is equal to, if x is equal to u square minus v square and y is equal to 2uv, find dou x by find dou of x comma y with respect to dou of u comma v. Okay, so directly go for finding the value of dou of x comma with respect to u comma v. So what is this value? X with respect to u and v. So dou x by dou u, dou x by dou v. Same like that, dou y by dou u and dou y by dou v, isn't it? Right? So directly we can substitute, no need to take the partial derivative separately. What is dou x by dou u? It is 2u, isn't it? Right? What is dou x by dou v? It is minus 2v. Right? You may separately find out as usually based on the previous problem. Okay? Right? Here I am directly taking partial derivatives of x and y with respect to u and v. Right? Y with respect to u. Y is here with respect to u becomes 1. So 2 into 1 into v, 2v. And y with respect to v becomes 1, 2u. 2u into 1, isn't it? That's all. So taking the determinant value 4u square plus 4b square. So taking 4 as common, it is u square plus b square is the answer for this problem. Right? Next one. if x is equal to 2u cos v, if x is equal to e power 2u cos v and y is equal to e power 2u sin v, find dou of x comma y with respect to dou of u comma, right? So what is this value? Solution. Dou of x comma y with respect to dou of u comma b. Isn't it? X with respect to u and x with respect to v. So dou x by dou u and dou x by dou v. Dou y by dou u and dou y by dou v. So what is x given? E power 2u into cos v. Isn't it? From that we can find out the partial derivative of x with respect to u and also v. What is u? E power u, isn't it? So derivative of e power u 2u is 2 into e power 2u into cos v, isn't it? Same like that, dou x by dou v, taking partial derivative with respect to v. So e power 2u into minus sin v, isn't it? Cos v becomes minus sin v. That is equal to minus e power 2u into sin v. Same like that, what is y? E power 2u sin v. This implies dou y by dou u is equal to same like that 2 e power 2u into sin v. Same like that dou y by dou v, sin v becomes cos v. See, e power 2u is constant, we keep it as same, sin v becomes cos v. After find out all these four values, substitute here, you can get the answer. What is dou x by dou u? 2 into e power 2u cos v. Here, this is the value of minus e power 2u sin v. Then here, what is dou y by dou u? 2 into e power 2u sin v. Here, e power 2u cos v, right? Taking the determinant value, right, by cross by multiplying these two terms. So 2 e power 2e into 2u, 4u. In product between exponential, the power should be added. So e power 2u plus 2u. So that is equal to e power 4u, right? So e power 4u into cos square v. So minus product between these two. So plus minus into minus plus 2 into e power 4u into sin square v. So you can take 2 e power 4u as common. So cos square v plus sin square v, it is 1. So 2 into e power 4u is the value, right? If x is equal to u minus 2v and y is equal to 2u minus v, find dou of x comma y with respect to dou of u comma v, right? So what is dou of x comma y with respect to dou of u comma v? That is equal to dou x by dou u, dou x by dou v, dou y by dou u, dou y by dou v, isn't it? So here partial derivatives are very simple one. So I am going to directly find out from x and y. So x with respect to u, here it is very easiest one. U becomes 1, v becomes 0, so 1. With x with respect to v becomes, this becomes 0, this becomes minus 2. Y with respect to u, 2. Y with respect to v, minus 1. So taking the product, minus 1 plus 4, that is equal to 3, is the value of this one, right? Next one. So these are all finding the value of dou x comma y with respect to u comma v, isn't it? So there are only two variables in the right hand side. Hereafter, we are going to solve the problems. We are going to find the Jacobian of 3 variables. Okay, right? If u is equal to x minus y, v is equal to y minus z, and w is equal to z minus x. Find derivative of partial derivative u v w with respect to xy z. Okay. Now, what is dou of solution? Here there are three variables involved in the right hand side. X. Look at here, it is x and y. There are only two variables are here. But look at the next variable. V is connected with y and z. So totally we consider as three variables involved in the right hand side. X, y and z. Here z is absence here. That's all right. But there are three variables in the right hand side. Here x is absence here. Y is absence here. Right. So totally there are three variables. We can treat it as three variables are in the right hand side. So what is given? U is equal to x. What is the value? What is u? Right, okay. X minus y. From that we can find out partial derivative u with respect to x, u with respect to y, u with respect to z. Right? So dou u by dou x is equal to 1. Dou u by dou y is minus 1. Dou u by dou z is 0. Why? Because there is no z term here. So taking partial derivatives it becomes 0. What is v? Y minus z. This implies dou v by dou x 0. There is no x term. So dou v by dou y is 1. Dou v by dou z is equal to minus 1. And w is equal to what? Z minus x. This implies dou w by dou x is minus 1. Dou w by dou y is equal to 0. Dou w by dou z is equal to 1. Right? So what is the Jacobian value? What is the value of dou of u v w with respect to x, y and z? That is equal to, right? So 3 by 3 different. U with respect to x, y, z. Dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou u by dou z. Same like that, dou v by dou x, dou v by dou y, dou v by dou z. Dou w by dou x, dou w by dou y, dou w by dou z. Isn't it? Right? That is equal to, what is this value? Substitute all the partial derivative values in this determinant. You can get 1, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, minus 1, and then minus 1, 0, 1. Right? Expand it. So 1 into determinative 1 minus 0. Minus of minus 1, it becomes plus 1 into 0. Minus of minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. So 1. So what? 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So Jacobian value is 0. Dou of u v w respect dou of x, y, z is equal to 0. That's all. Next one. If capital F is equal to if u is equal to yz by x and v is equal to zx by y and w is equal to xy by z, show that dou of u comma v comma w with respect to x, y, z is equal to 4. Right? So, right, solution. So, we need to find out u with respect to x, y and z. So, here u is given, y, z by x. From that, we can find out dou u by dou x. What is x? X is in the denominator, so minus y by x square. So, dou u by dou y is equal to y becomes 1, z by x. And dou u by dou z is equal to y by x. Same like that, v is equal to zx by y. So dou v by dou x is equal to z by y. Dou v by dou y is equal to minus zx by y square. And dou v by dou z is equal to x by y. Z becomes 1 into x by y. What is w? xy by z, isn't it? So dou w by dou x is equal to x becomes 1, so y by z, and then dou w by dou y is equal to x by z, and then dou wy, dou z is equal to, z is in the form of 1 by z, so minus 1 by z square, right? So what is the value of dou of u comma v comma w with respect to dou of x comma y comma z? So dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou u by dou z. Same like that, dou v by dou x, dou v by dou y, dou v by dou z, dou w by dou x, dou w by dou y, dou w by dou z, isn't it? Substitute all these values in this determinant, you can get it, you can get the answer. Minus yz by x square, then z by x, and then y by x. So next one is z by y minus zx by y square, and then x by y. The last one is y by z, x by z, and minus xy by z square, right? So look at the denominator in the first row. This is first row, second row, and third row. So x square is here. In the denominator of the row 2 is y square. Maximum power is y square, and the denominator of R3 is z square. Is it right? So taking 1 by x square, comma 1 by y square, comma 1 by z square from R1, R2, R3 respectively. Right? So what? So we are taking x square from the first row, and then y square from the second row, and z square from third row, isn't it? So after taking 1 by x square from the first row, what is remaining? Y z. So 1 by x square as taken from the second term. So what is remaining? Z into x is remaining, isn't it? Right? 1 by x square take it as outside. So we multiply that x square inside. So zx x square into z by x, isn't it? So x cancel each other, zx you will get it. Right? Same like that, multiply with x square, right? So otherwise you multiply and divide it by 1 by x square. So multiply this with by x square, x cancel each other, so xy is remaining. That's all. Same like that, 1 by y square is taken from that. So what you will get? Zy. Or multiply by y square inside the determinant. Okay? And that's all. Minus zx. Then y square becomes y cancel each other, so xy. And the third term zy, yz. And then xz minus xy. Right? Look at the column C1, C2, C3. Right? Yz is common, zx is common, xy is common. Take yz, zx, xy common from C1, C2, C3 respectively, right? So what you will get? Already 1 by x square into 1 by y square into 1 by z square is common into yz into zx into xy. So what is the remaining from the first column after taking yz as common from C1? You will get minus 1, 1, 1. After zx taken from C2, it becomes 1, minus 1, 1. After xy is taken from C3, you will get this determinant. Okay. What is this value? X into x, x square. Isn't it? X square, y square, z square. That can be cancelled with this one. So these x square, y square cancel with this one. Right? So what you will get? The remaining determinant is this one. This is the remaining value. That is the determinant. Okay. Right. Now expand through R1. Right. Or we can simplify. We can go for further simplification, but no need to do it directly. We go for it. Or otherwise, taking a simple transformation, C2 implies C1, C2 plus C1, and then C3 implies C3 plus C1, right? So what you will get? So no change in C1, so I write C1 as same as usually, right? Minus 1, 1, 1. So C2 implies C2 plus C1. Adding C2 and C1 and substituting C2. So corresponding terms should be added. So 1 plus minus 1, 0. And put it in C2. Add C1 and C2 and write it in C2. So add these two terms, it will be 0. Add these two terms, 2. Right? Similarly, add C1 and C3 and substitute it in C3. This is C1, this is C3. Add both of the two and write it in C3. So minus 1 plus 1, 0. And then 1 plus 1, sorry, the last term is minus 1, isn't it? 1 plus 1, it is 2. And the last term becomes 0, isn't it? So now I am going to expand this determinant through R1. So minus 1 into 0, 2 to the 4, minus 4, isn't it? So that is equal to minus 1 into minus 4. That is equal to 4. Thus we proved this result, right? Right? So only you need to careful in this step, okay? Just taking x square, y square and z square from R1, R2, R3, you should multiply with x square by R1 and y square by R2 and z square by R3, you can get it. So no need to confuse it. So 1 by x square is taken. So that means we divide it by x square and multiply by x square, isn't it? Now this x square is multiplied with this R1. So 1 by x square is remaining. This x square multiplied with this one, you can get the first row, isn't it? Multiply x square with this one, you will get minus yz. Multiply x square with zx minus zx. X square with y by x, you will get xy. Same like that. Y square is divided here. We divided by y square, so multiply y square with R2. We divided by z square, multiply z square with R3. That's all. You can get this term, right? After simple elementary transformations in matrices, you can get the value easily, right? That's all. It's the most important question in 4 marks. And in cylindrical coordinates. In cylindrical polar coordinates. In cylindrical polar coordinates, x is equal to rho cos pi, y is equal to rho sin pi, z equal to z. Show that Jacobian of x, y, z. Sorry, partial derivative of x, y, z with respect to rho pi z. Rho pi z. Right? We need to prove this as rho. Right? Solution. So there are 3 variables, isn't it? We need to take partial derivative x with respect to rho, pi and z. Right? So what is given? X is equal to rho cos pi. From that, what is dou x by dou rho is equal to rho becomes 1, you will get cos pi. Dou x by dou pi is equal to cos pi becomes minus sin pi. So minus rho sin pi. And then dou x by dou z is equal to 0. There is no z terms here. Right? And then y is equal to rho sin pi. From that, what is dou y by dou rho? Rho becomes 1 into sin pi, sin pi. And then dou y by dou pi is equal to rho into sin pi becomes cos pi. Dou y by dou pi, dou z is equal to 0 because there is no z term in the right hand side. Similarly, what is z? Z is equal to z, isn't it? So dou z by dou x is 0, and then dou z by dou y, that's also 0. Dou z by dou z is equal to 1, right? So what is this value? Dou of x comma y z with respect to rho pi and z, isn't it? So that is equal to what? Dou x by dou rho, dou x by dou pi, dou x by dou z, dou y by dou rho, dou y by dou pi, dou y by dou z, dou z by dou rho, dou z by dou pi, dou z by dou z. Right? Substitute all these values here. Cos pi minus rho sin pi 0, isn't it? And then sin pi rho cos pi 0, and then 0 0 1. So these two, look at R3, two terms are 0. So expand through R3. We can expand through R1, R2, R3, RC1, C2, C3, anything like that. Here, these two rows are in R3, two terms are 0. So it is easy to find the determinant value. So that's why I am taking expand through R3, right? So first term 0, so everything will be 0. Second term 0, everything will be 0. So 1 into determinant value of this one. So this into this, rho into cos square pi, minus of minus plus, rho into sin square pi, isn't it? We can take rho as common, cos square pi plus sin square pi. So that is the value 1. So rho into 1, it is rho. So dou of x, y, z with respect to rho pi z is rho. That's all. Right? So this coordinates, this polar coordinates is called cylindrical polar coordinates. Okay, x rho cos pi and y rho sin pi z equal to z is called cylindrical polar coordinates. Okay, find the Jacobian. Dou of x comma y comma z with respect to dou of r comma theta comma phi of the transformation x is equal to r sin theta cos pi, y is equal to r sin theta sin pi, z is equal to r cos theta. These coordinates are called generally spherical coordinates. Okay, right? We use this value of Jacobian in triple integrals when we are replacing Cartesian coordinates with polar coordinates dr, d theta, d pi. Okay, we use this Jacobian value here. So just now we are going to find out the Jacobian value in this problem, right? That's all. So now this will be equal, right? So now x, there are three variables in the right hand side. X is equal to r sin theta cos pi. This implies dou x by dou r is equal to what? R becomes 1 sin theta cos pi. Same like that, dou x by dou theta. So what? Sin theta becomes cos theta. R into cos theta cos pi. Dou x by dou pi is equal to what? Cos pi becomes minus sin pi. So minus r sin theta sin pi, isn't it? Right? So what is y? R sin theta sin pi, isn't it? So what is dou y by dou r? R becomes 1 sin theta sin pi. Dou y by dou y by dou theta becomes sin theta becomes cos theta r cos theta sin pi. Dou y by dou pi is equal to sin pi becomes cos pi. R sin theta cos pi. Okay, and then z equal to r into cos theta. So dou z by dou r becomes 1 into cos theta, cos theta. Dou z by dou theta is equal to cos theta becomes minus sin theta minus r sin theta. Dou z by dou pi. There is no pi terms in the right hand side, so the value becomes 0. Right? So what is the value of Jacobian? What is the value of x comma y comma z with respect to partial derivative of r comma theta comma pi, isn't it? So what is this value? Dou x by dou r, dou x by dou theta, dou x by dou pi. Same like that. Dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta, dou y by dou pi, dou z by dou r, dou z by dou theta, dou z by dou pi, isn't it? Substitute all the values here. What is the determinant value? So that is equal to determinant of what is x with respect to r here, sin theta cos pi, isn't it? So sin theta cos pi. What is dou x by dou theta? R cos theta cos pi, and then minus r sin theta sin pi. Right? The next one, dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta, dou y by dou pi. That is here, sin theta sin pi, and then r cos theta sin pi. R cos theta sin pi, and then r sin theta cos pi. The last one is dou z by dou r, dou z by dou theta, dou z by dou pi. That is here. So cos theta and then minus r sin theta, finally 0. Right? I am going to expand this determinant through R3. Okay? So R3 having simple terms. That's why I am expand through R3. So cos theta into, what will get? Cos theta into product of these two with these two. So product between these two, r square sin theta cos square pi. R square sin theta cos square pi minus, isn't it? Minus product between these two. Minus minus becomes plus. Product between these two, r square sin theta cos theta, r square sin theta cos theta sin square pi, isn't it? Similarly, minus of these terms. So minus of minus becomes plus r sin theta into, right? So remaining these terms, right? So determine value of this value. So taking the product between these two with these two, right? R sin square theta, R sin square theta cos, R sin square theta cos square pi, and then product between these two plus R sin square theta sin square pi. Okay, that's all. What we have taken from the first, these two terms, r square sin theta cos theta is common. So already cos theta is in the outside. So cos theta into r square sin theta cos theta can be taken outside. So remaining cos square pi plus sin square pi plus, already r sin theta is here. So we can take r sin square theta as common. So r sin square theta is common. So remaining, right? So what is this value? R square sin theta cos square theta plus r square sin 2 theta, isn't it? These two terms becomes 1. Cos square pi plus sin square pi becomes 1. We can take r square sin theta as common from both of the two terms. So remaining cos square theta plus sin square theta, this becomes again 1. So the value is r square sin theta. So this is the Jacobian value of dou of x comma y comma z with respect to dou of r comma theta comma pi. That's all, right? R square sin theta, right? What we understood from this Jacobian, Suppose if you want to change the variables in multiple integrals, for example, integral dx dy dz. Suppose it is difficult to find this value, we can change the variables into dr polar coordinates, dr d theta and d phi. So what should be written here? Jacobian of, what is this Jacobian? Jacobian of partial derivative of x comma y comma z, x comma y comma z with respect to dou of r comma theta comma I. What is this value? We find out r square sin theta, isn't it? Right? So what is this value? R square sin theta into dr d theta d phi. So this triple integral in Cartesian coordinates dx dy dz is converted into polar coordinates by dr d theta into d phi by substituting the Jacobian value of partial derivative of x comma y comma z with respect to r theta and phi. What is this value? Already we find out r square sin theta. This is called the Jacobian value of spherical coordinates. Okay, xy is in 3-dimensional. Okay, right? Substitute this value, so both will be equal. Triple integral of dx dy dz is equal to triple integral of r square sin theta into dr d theta d phi. That's all. So finding the value on the left hand side and right hand side, both will be equal. That's all. Right? So we will discuss the rest of the problems in Jacobians in the next session. Okay. So up to this problem, we finish this session. We will discuss in the next class. Okay. Thank you.